It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
So yeah, after taking a long break from Battlefield 4 and coming back to this bullshit, I have to say that I really didn't expect anything else. That grenade spamming and just what the fuck moments are pretty much what the game runs on today these days. And I don't know, it's the funny thing is that it's not even a collection from weeks or days or hours. That shit just happened in 10 minutes, and that's not even the only what the fuck moments that happened. I just didn't want to put all of it on the start of the video. But today I actually don't want to rant anymore. I just want to focus on the bright sides of the game, if there are any anymore, I don't know. And I apologize for my English, because I'm a little bit rushed. I hadn't spoken English in almost 2 weeks now, so yeah, let's just get this on. So I think you guys know that there are 3 things that I like on FPS games. And first of all, I'm just gonna talk about balance, and I'm gonna talk about the guns, and then I'm gonna just talk about overall just having a good time and getting actually into the game, which is really important for me. So the balance at the moment in the game, I really have to say it's crap. But a few good things that I actually saw in the game, just a little changes that you actually see, is that when they brought Desert Eagles and the Unica 6, if I remember correctly, they're actually really well balanced guns, and there are people going on ranting on the chats like, oh my god, the Desert Eagle is so powerful, people are noobs when they use that, and such on and such on and such on. And what they actually don't think about is that you actually have to be really accurate with the Desert Eagle, and it is actually, in my opinion, really well balanced. Just think about it. One shot is really powerful, the gun is really inaccurate, and if you don't know how to shoot with it, you don't hit anything. So if somebody actually shoots you with the Desert Eagle, they fucking deserve the shot in any way possible. So then there are the people who whine about like the gun is too powerful and such on and such on. Just think about it just a little bit. There are weapons in the game that can wipe you off the game in about 0.1 millisecond. Just take a second and think about that. You hear the first shot from an enemy assault rifle or whatever it is, and you just instantly get wiped off, and there's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely fucking nothing. And I love how there are people who say that snipers are overpowered. I don't see the point in that either, because I do know that it is a little bit annoying every now and then that a sniper rifle takes you out from a really great distance. And if they actually manage to get that shot from a great distance, they fucking deserve that too. That, in my opinion, that is skill. And usually the people who snipe from a distance, they don't actually achieve almost anything. They don't get anything done. They just get like a score of 3-1 or something like that, because they don't usually see a lot of people. So the balance with the pistols, with the new pistols, are actually good, and the pistols in overall are actually really well balanced. But the problem is that there are way too many assault rifles and other spammable weapons that just does a lot of jobs really powerfully, because when you go back to Battlefield Bad Company 2, pistols were actually matched with assault rifles. If you knew how to play with the assault rifles, you can actually take out pistol enemies really easily. But if you knew how to play with a pistol and there's an enemy that doesn't know how to actually shoot with the assault rifle, you can actually take him out really well too. So if you're a sniper rifle and you know how to use the pistols too, you're a really good player. And that's what I call the skill cap, that you actually have to learn how to play the game, and then you're good at the game. That's something that there isn't pretty much anymore in Battlefield. Almost in Battlefield 3, it almost wasn't even existence in there. So that's a really big question mark for me for DICE, that what they were actually thinking about when they actually balanced the guns. Or I'm not gonna call it balancing, I'm just gonna call it boosting in every absolute way that there is actually. So, and I love it when they talk about netcodecs, that we can't make netcodecs better, and the netcodecs are what they are in a game as big as this is. But the funny thing is, if you have shitty netcodecs, don't make guns that kills you in about 0.1 millisecond, because when you're the enemy that receives the bullets, it's pretty much over in whatever situation it is. You just die too fast without even noticing anything, because the situation is over before it even fucking started in your screen. That's the problem. If you have shitty netcodecs, make guns that actually have recoils and are really hard to use. And if you have good netcodecs, then make guns that are accurate and spammable or whatsoever. I actually have to take a point and say that in Call of Duty it actually works. I'm not gonna say that it's a good game. The game fucking sucks these days. I have to just admit that in the first place. But the netcodecs in the game is really good. So if you have guns that are really spammable, you actually have time to react to the bullets and whatsoever is going on the screen. So that's something that people should actually think about when they make games or plan anything in general. So the last thing for me in a game is to catch up in a game, just having fun and getting caught up in a moment. These days it doesn't really go for me in Battlefield 4. I just imagine when you start playing a game that you already know what it is, pretty much what it is. So there were a few moments in the Dragon's Teeth maps that I actually was actually enjoying myself. I was playing with a sniper rifle. A lot of the hits connected. I felt like, hey, this might be something that I might play again. But the problem that takes me out of the mood is when a lot of that bullshit starts to happen. And I'm not saying that one glitch every now and there is a problem. It's not. Every game, if a game is big as Battlefield 4 and as complex as Battlefield 4 is, it's going to have bugs. It just can't be a perfect game. Everybody knows that. But the problem is when you have little bugs spread out throughout the game with a lot of bad things in general and bad design, it just doesn't work anymore. It just takes you out of the moment. It takes you out of the feel. I don't know how it works for you guys, but because I have sunk a lot of hours in Counter-Strike. Think about it, a lot of hours. It's like 900 hours in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, 1,600 hours on CS Source. It's a really old game, a cheap game, and I still crave to play it. But what does it tell you when I buy the game of the year that costs like $120 and I don't even feel to play it up to 100 hours? That's just a little bit ridiculous in my opinion, because I used to play the shit out of Battlefield 3, and that was a game that was that had actually a lot of problems in itself, but those bugs and problems either were hilarious or you can actually forgive the problems really easily. The problems just didn't impact the gameplay, so that's pretty much what I'm trying to say here. So I really think that if DICE really wants something out of the game, it's still, in my opinion, it's still not too late, but in this condition the game won't work ever. Because at the moment it's just a grind fest, everybody's just shooting and spamming everything that they have. It's a mindless killing spree everywhere. And when you're thinking about 64 servers, it just gets worse. This is a 32 tick server, and at the moment I'm just pissed out of my mind when I'm playing the game. So if they actually want something out of the game, just take out all of the spammable grenades, the guns, just increase the recoil with 100%, just do something, please. And I'm not saying that the game sucks in a way that it's just bad design all throughout the way. There are a lot of good ideas, but they just don't show up when the game is filled with so much crap. That's pretty much my opinion, but it's just my opinion, of course. If you guys think differently and you like the game, hey, that's your cup of tea, and it's not mine, pretty much. But I don't know. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been a long time that I actually made a video, so I'm sorry for that. And I will see you on the next episode, whatever I make, because my name is Donut, and I am still not wearing any underpants. Bye bye.